For those who don't know me, I'm Kat. I'm a wife, a homeschool mom, and an avid reader. For everyone else, welcome back. We are officially over 3/4 of the way through the year, and that means it's time to look in on my goals that I set back in January and maybe see where I need to switch my focus in these final 3 months of the year. I can honestly say I am not doing hot in my goals this year. Um, yeah, it's been it's been an interesting year overall. A lot of things have come up that I did not expect, and thus have made me have to change my focus to some degree. Let's just start at the top and make our way down, and we will try from there. Um, Personal goals. I had eating 4 servings of veggies daily. Even if I'm not including this weekend, which I'm not allowed to eat any raw fruits or veggies, I, on average, am only getting to maybe 3 servings of veggies every day. Um, I normally can get one in at lunch and I can get one in at dinner, but so many veggies have kind of so many veggies that I enjoy that are easy to grab have temporarily been taken from me due to having so many teeth pulled in June. That was not something I foresaw on my 2024 year. So I had to adjust that some. I am still trying to focus on being intentional with my vegetables in these final 3 months of the year, but I'm also not stressing it very much. When I don't get it, I just, I'll try better tomorrow. This is not the best plan of action for my health, um, but it's where I'm at right now, and I'm just making do. Another personal goal was to walk or exercise 3 times a week. I have had time at the end of the school year last year, from January until May. I was pretty consistent with this and really proud of myself. June, I had all the teeth pulled, so then that got me out of my routine. Again, August, I continued to stay out of my routine when I had to fly out to Oregon to help my sister. Not that it's just it having four having 5 kids that you're taking care of, 4 under the age of 18, makes a really big change in what you have time for. And so I didn't prioritize that. But then September came, I started to prioritize it again, made it 2 weeks in, and then got sick, and it fell by the wayside again. So, my goal going forward for the rest of the year with this is to try to get in at least once a week. This is going to be a little bit difficult though. Currently, a half of our household is sick, and so we are trying to avoid their germs, but I also want to be conscious of the possibility of me going to the gym and spreading my germs all over there, or potentially spreading germs there. So currently, I keep allowing the excuses to keep me from going even now. And so I have to back out of some of those excuses and be more diligent in these final 3 months with that. And that leads me to my next personal, which is to drink 40 to 60 ounces of water each day. When I carry my big purple water bottle around with me, I generally will get at least close to 40, but I'm not emptying the bottle every day. And instead of drinking water, I have been consuming a lot more coffee. And so for the final part of the year, I'm going to try to limit myself to just a couple cups of coffee and then the rest of the day focus on my water. Um, and then my final personal goal, this one I put a deadline on and did not fully get through it, and that was to have my British literature class um, completely planned out by August. That did not happen, um, but I'm also not super stressed. I have kind of a general plan, but I don't have each individual class planned out until the week or so before. And that's been okay because that's allowed me as I'm building this class and teaching it for the first year to make changes where I've needed to. And so without feeling like I wasted time in the beginning. So that goal ended up being one that not completing it has been very beneficial for me. I truthfully don't even want to talk about my spiritual goals because this is one area that I've really been struggling with making it a priority. We're just going to say my spiritual goals have not been met in the last really the last quarter has been really bad. But I have room to grow and I know where I need to put my focus for those. For family goals, I wanted to, when I set these goals in January, life was very different. And I wanted to basically each weekend have something that we were doing, whether as a family or my husband and I as a couple. I wanted to do one outing a month. I wanted to do a game night each month, a movie night each month, and then a date night each month. And that generally one each week, one of those four each week. Currently, the last 3 weeks, we have done a movie night um, with a themed dinner, and that's been really fun. And my family seems to enjoy it, and it gives my daughter something to look forward to. So it may be that in for the final 3 months of the year, we just keep doing this themed family night, or maybe we'll just do that for October and then again for December, and then in November we'll do a game night each week or something. Um, I do want to prioritize that family time though, and it's been fun so far in October doing that. That leads me to um my final grouping, and that is my reading goals. That's what all of us are here for, right? Um so as I said, we are 75% through the year. I am only 68% through my reading goal. And according to Storygraph, as of right now, that means I need to read 12 books to get caught back up. If I possibly can squeeze in one book each day or each week, one extra book each week, I should be able to meet that. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to add books in each week until we hit our winter learning break in November. We have 6 weeks off from our co op for the holidays because everyone does their holiday season a little bit differently. It's just easier to say, we're going to take 6 weeks off. We're going to send home your homework for those or for you to do. Um, and we normally plan on 2 to 3 weeks of homework during that because most public schools don't do a lot of homework or a lot of work the week of Thanksgiving, and then they have 2-ish weeks off for Christmas. And so, of that 6 weeks, if we can assign 2 to 3 weeks of work, that gets us where we are caught or where we can stay in track to get these high schoolers, especially their high school credit. So during that winter learning break, it's going to be a lot easier for me to increase how much I am reading, and I am looking forward to that. The parts that I'm not doing so well with is working on my series in progress. I have not touched Outlander at all in 2024. I have said a few times that I was going to read Written in My Heart, in My Own Heart's Blood, and I have not done so. I've pulled it off the shelf. It currently is back on the shelf because I'm just not in the mood to read it right now. I know that this particular series is working against me because it is such a thick book for these last two, and they're the last two books. I don't want this series to end. Um, and I know after the events of Echo in the Bone that I don't want to know. Like, I have serious apprehensions about what is coming next. And so I'm a little worried here. But that being said, I need to finish that one, and then I have started a whole bunch more series. Even in September alone, I started 4 more series books. Um, and only one of those did I know was a series. Um, so I'm gonna have to reel myself back in, um, add those to my series in progress, series in progress list, and figure out how to move forward from here. Um, and my last goal I had was to try to post 2 videos per week. And I feel that I have been pretty consistent in that. I actually, even during the summer, was able to get 3 videos out a week and kind of shoot for that with using the 2 as my safety net. So if I only get 2 videos out during a school week, I'm okay with that. I'm still meeting my goal, but I am trying to get videos out to you guys 3 times a week, preferably on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But as you know, sometimes that doesn't happen and it's different days. But overall, I am having a great reading year. My other goals need a little bit of work. With all that being said, my bullet journal is now full. And so I thought I would give you guys a peek through of the entire journal from last October through to now. And then the next time you see a bullet journal video, it will be a different bullet journal and it will include a setup. So let's look and see what we have in here. All right, so here we go through my journal. First up, I have my contents page. I started it, never finished it. Moving through, I have my information and my cover page. I always recommend putting your phone number and address on there, so that if your book ever gets lost, you get it back, especially when you're like me and it holds a lot of your life. I have my starting with October 2023 through to September 24, kind of year at a glance calendars. Then my goals. I never wrote 2023 down, but they're goals nonetheless. My series in progress. Some notes I had made on for my YouTube. October's cover page. And then November. And then here we're moving into December. And then we have the start of 2024. My word of the year was persevere. And my Cosmere TBR that I have not touched. February. Into March. This is the beginning of my April, along with my wild form druid um, reading. April, May with the Escape the Black Cat Carnival readathon from Lexi. My May, along with my reading stats or my May's reading stats, and June, July, then August when I started gluing in for August and September the Hero's Journal or Hero Planner. September, these ones you'll see I did not ever color them. And then October, I still need to write my books down that I'm reading throughout the month, along with giving them their star ratings. But October, I went back to drawing my spreads because I was not using my journal. And even now, you see, I'm not exactly using it. Now, this is for next week. And I still need to finish drawing that one, but that's the end of this journal. And so there you have it, a flip through of my bullet journal along with where I'm at in my goals. I hope that your goals for 2024 are going so much better. Remember, we still have 3 months to still meet many of our goals. So you please don't give up if you feel that you are failing. Make some changes like I have, and let's knock out the rest of 2024. I'll see you later. Bye.